joins us now. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
So, what would that look like? That speaking out on behalf of South Africa by SADC and perhaps the AU, other countries. We've just seen Germany opine and speak directly to the issue and saying it'll actually engage President Donald Trump to reverse his decision. How then should other regional bodies be stepping up?
I think, first of all, the regional bodies should be standing in solidarity with South Africa. They should be confirming what they know about South Africa, that what South Africa is being accused of doing, which they say is genocide. It is us in Africa who know what is happening in Africa. Some of us in Botswana, we visit there. The Pan African Parliament is headquarters in South Africa's Midrand. So we know what is happening in Africa. So we should have been the first to voice out that the first, it is not true. We should just say unequivocally that it is absolutely not true that South Africa has committed genocide. South Africa has not denied that they are experiencing high levels of crime like any other crime. But when it comes to genocide, first of all, the SADC, the AU should have first indicated that that is not true. And they should also have voiced just a concern about the deteriorating relationship between Washington and Pretoria, and also acknowledge the efforts that South Africa has done in terms of trying to normalize the relationship.
So, what are the dangers of not acting out decisively? And I'm just speaking about, yes, they bear the moral responsibility to speak out against when one member is being unduly externally pressurized by a superpower, as it were, but just for cohesion in the region and also as part of Agenda 2063 and all the other objectives of standing as a strong continent. What are the dangers of these countries not speaking out?
The danger is that we will be setting a very bad precedence. And if we are not speaking out, like I said, we'll be complicit in what is happening. And South Africa is the little light in this continent. We cannot deny that South Africa is an economic superpower, and anything that happens to South Africa would affect the sub-region, would affect the continent. When South Africa sneezes, Botswana will catch cold. The whole region will suffer. So South Africa is not like a small economy. So it will have devastating consequences if South Africa is going to be squeezed to its knees.
And and just your thoughts on what this is, the silence, what it's indicative of in other countries. Is it a fear of muddying the waters with the US and then falling out of favor? And what about the regional bodies like SADC? Is it not what people have often accused it of, part of its diplomatic culture, to be reactive?
Yes, I think individuals, countries will be vulnerable. And that is why we appeal to regional bodies, because the regional bodies are in a better position because they are collective. So if SADC voices it as a collective against this brutality and attack on South Africa, as a collective, it is much safer than as individual countries. And so is the continent, the AU.
Hmm. So, just going forward, then, how should Africa respond as a bloc to international tensions? Because we've seen it unfortunately divided when it comes to the United Nations General Assembly on tennis issues. such as the tensions in the Middle East, what is happening in Gaza as a result of Israeli bombardment, and other issues before the ICJ. How
Yeah.
should it? Yes, you can go ahead, sir.
Yes, I think it is unfortunate that, like you are saying, it appears that Africa is not united in its approach. I think countries, individual countries, maybe are trying to strike deals with the Americans. There have been threats of tariffs, and the way we are approaching even the tariff issue, we are approaching it as individuals. But like you say, we are stronger when we are united. Single-handedly, we are very weak. So I think if we can come to realize that we will be more powerful if we are united on these matters, will make an impact. Otherwise, like we say, united, divided we fall, united we stand.
And the Pan African Parliament, what role can it play in all of this?
I wish we were convened. I wish we were there in Parliament because obviously some of us were going to put up a motion just to condemn the acts and be in solidarity with South Africa. Unfortunately, maybe we are going to be meeting in February, but even then, I think it may not be too late for us as as Pan African. I'm definitely sure that if a motion was tabled at the Pan African Parliament, will be in agreement.
Dr. Kesitegile Gobotswang, a member of Parliament in Botswana and also a member of the Pan African Parliament, thank you very much for your time and sharing your